Yes, you probably would. Hello, welcome back to Scene Break. This time we're talking about What the Dickens, and this is Nikki and Nora.
We've got two special guests.
Special guests on the sofa today.
Who know more about what we've written than anybody, I think, because they're the ones we talk to
completely.
about it.
You'll notice, those of you who we're talking to about this stuff, you'll notice these two are our logo, because we have dogs. That's what we do. So we're talking about What the Dickens. Now, this was inspired by Charles Dickens, but it's not about Charles Dickens. It was inspired by the fact that Charles Dickens thought of Liverpool especially as his second home. Even spent a whole day, and there's a blue plaque, where he was a special constable, walking around in some of the seedier parts of Liverpool in its real heyday, Victorian heyday. And that got us thinking about a character that isn't Charles Dickens but uses the Dickens name, and there'll be constant references to him being a proper Charlie, taking the mickey out of the name Dickens, because Dickens is a famous character. We've also set it at a time, I should say that he's a policeman, but he's a posh boy, very posh boy who's been expelled from school for defending another boy from bullies. But he was defending a gay boy, but he couldn't say that the boy was gay because then he would have been locked up. So it shows early on that he's an honourable man, but he's kicked out of the family home, and he makes his way to Liverpool, and he becomes a peeler, a bobby on the beat. And early on he discovers a young Philippe, a young black boy who was a cabin boy on a ship. He stepped off the docks at Liverpool because he's gone, wow, he's heard so much about this world famous port, and somebody tries to kidnap him and sell him into indentured, because slavery's kind of over, indentured service, which is slavery by any other name. And that's where episode 1 begins, and that's where we're introduced to him. We're introduced to his landlady, because he has to have rooms, and we're introduced to the landlady's daughter, who lives in the basement, who's something of a savant, a scientific savant, in fact. And these group of people become crime fighters. It's Batman by any other name, isn't it?
I suppose it is. They become the family, don't they? Because Dickens has been outcast by his parents because he's not doing what he should do and going into the family business. You've got the landlady and her daughter. You don't quite know what their background is, and that will be revealed, I dare say.
Slowly but surely.
And then you've got Pip, who's on the run, and then this glorious lodging house where you've got all sorts of people and doing various, you get a cobbler and all sorts of people in there doing various bits and pieces, which I dare say, as the series progresses, they'll need the skills of. Yes,
well, the daughter, Mary, has learnt a lot by the lodges that her mum has taken into their house. So, she's learnt skills, she's learnt knife work, she's learnt. Well, no, I can't say because that's giving the game away, isn't it? Really?
I know, but I mean, you can say that she's has a fear of daylight, so she operates and her whole work the other end of the day.
Yes, so the circadian rhythms are the wrong way round. Yeah.
So as everybody else is going to bed, she's getting up and tinkering away, because what else do you do when the whole rest of the world's asleep?
And is that, which we will discover, is that fear of being allergic to sunlight, which some people are, is that real or is that imagined? And even if it is imagined, if it's not physically real, it's mentally real. So we work around that as well, and how they all become firm friends, and as you say, become family that they never really had. I'd love to get this on film.
I think the adventures that they go through as well. So the principal adventure at the moment, isn't it, is to break the ring of child kidnappers.
Yes. Yeah.
And then the stories evolve from there. So I think what we're doing is in each episode we're having the major thing, which is the child kidnapping ring. But then there's other smaller crimes like who stole the peacock, who's done this. which are crimes that actually happened.
Yes, there's some amazing real crimes that you go,
Do you think
what?
real? that are being dropped in that they solve, because he does have a day job
He's
as well.
He's a peeler, he's a Bobby walking the beat,
So it's how his two worlds collide, and does he end up giving up the police? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
We couldn't possibly say at this moment. Here we are again, 5.5 minutes. Let's call it quits. I stand up, I switch it off. I don't walk into the microphone, I don't walk into the lights.
It's definitely your exit theme,
Definitely
isn't it?
my exit theme. Say bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.